injured here. 1v1. Outer reaches, blue side. It's Toilailee as a Lord General, fights range combat with this retinue of stormtroopers to help him out. He can add to these guys throughout the game. Lots of great defense and support abilities. Up against is Tex as a Warp Spider Exarch, teleporting commander that fights range combat to start off. Really good for map control and harassing, with awesome control abilities later. Natural VP for Toilailee in the southeast direction, natural for Tex in the northwest, and contested all the way in the northeast corner. Not surprisingly, the Warp Spider Exarch has teleported up and has taken it. And have a huge mobility advantage on this reasonably large 1v1 map. Double guardsman into a sentinel for Toilailee. First thing he needs to deal with are these howling banshees. Is he going to rely on the sentinel for that, or is he going to get something else as well? Heavy weapon squad. Perhaps. Here is the sentinel, a tier 1 vehicle that can decap points, but it cannot cap them. Can also get the ground pound upgrade to stomp and protect guardsmen from melee units such as these howling banshees. Can also use it to stomp on some range units though. Taking a bunch of damage from the Warp Spider Exarch, but is now decapping that power point that he just capped, and he teleports away and comes bot. Howling banshees finishing the cap. Agile melee units with power melee weapons, they will rip apart those guardsmen if they can get close, but Toilailee has double sentinels now. Double sentinels is very, very annoying to play against. In the hands of a good player, it can be very difficult to deal with. I'm assuming we're going to see at least one shuriken from Tex to deal with them, perhaps some rangers. Eldar can deal with sentinels a bit better than most, I think, with rangers and shuriken cannons being so maneuverable. Lord General runs away, lost 2 of his retinue there. Sentinel now caught by howling banshees. Look at the damage those power melee weapons are doing. There is the stomp though, knockback, stun, and a little bit of damage, and they both have the ground pound. Gonna need some repairs though. Guardsmen pushing across the top have taken northeast, so it's a 2-to-1 for Toilailee now, and now he is gonna try and hunker down and harass this power. Puts up a multi-laser turret. Good damage to infantry, reasonable range, and very nice and cheap as well. Just 155, I think, isn't it? Or 10. Going to take down at least this node, I think. Here come double Dire Avengers, one of them with battle equipment, or aspect of the Avenger as it's called now. No longer gives them a damage buff, but is slightly cheaper than it was. Still awesome upgrade though. Fleet, plasma grenades, those shield generators, and a health buff, a sizable health buff as well. 33%. Here comes a sentinel to stomp on all of them and walk over that shield. Dodged though by Tex. The stomp does have a reasonably short range. There is some repairs going in. A grenade dodged by Toilailee. Some really awesome micro from both players there. But these Dire Avengers are stomped. And these Dire Avengers are going to be forced off, just outshot. Warp Spider Exarch being annoying and decapping stuff. Lord General's been back at base for a while, unless he was forced off again. Howling Banshees capping 458, 437. We do have a Guardian weapon team with a Shuriken cannon for Tex, doing a lot of damage to the Sentinel. Cannot be suppressed since they are a vehicle, but they only have heavy infantry armor, so they take a lot of damage if they get close to those things.
We're losing a requisition point.
Double repair now. And it's going to be a 2-to-1 again for Toilailee once he finishes capping his natural and Tex his. Power is wiped out there. Multi-laser turret, I think, was scuttled by Toilailee. You get half of the resources back. Warp Spider Exarch getting a bit low here. Sentinel just walks through that cover and starts to shoot him at point blank range, and he runs away. Are we going to see rangers as well from Tex? Maybe another shuriken? Or is he going to try and deal with his sentinels with this? Howling Banshee's chasing his guardsmen, going to eat a stomp in the face. Yes, there it is. Tex tried to dodge it. Lose a model, lose another model. That's nasty engagement for him. There is the war shout. Aspect of strength is up. Potential early Chimera, so get aspects of strength so they can get their spear. Howling Banshee still chasing with 3 models, but now they run away. Dire Avengers now pouring in that range fire on the Sentinel, switching targets to the Guardsmen. Guardsmen have their Sergeant, takes them up to 9 models. You see the Sergeant right at the front there. Here comes another Sentinel in, and a beautiful grenade from Toilailee. Good grief. From Tech, sorry. Killed about 9 models, I think. No, they would have been dead if he killed 9 models, you idiot. Killed 7 models. 458, 402. Double Sentinels live. Very nice grenade, but they will just reinforce up again 2 at a time. Nice XP though for the Dire Avengers who threw it. Howling Banshee's coming back out of base. 458, 394. Lord General has his retinue reinforcing up again. Not deciding to shoot though, which sometimes happens when you reinforce a model out in the field. It won't start shooting and acting normally until you move. 2-to-1 cap still for Toilailee, and he could go tier 2 but has not. Warp Spider Exarch. I thought we were going to see improved targeters to try and put some more DPS on those Sentinels. No sign of it yet though. 458, 373. Here come double Sentinels. Howling Banshees need to back off. Just going to get chain stomped there. So they back off. Tech's now pushing up this northern flank. Is going to cap that wreck point. Set up guarding this VP and decap it with the Dire Avengers. Howling Banshees going to catch these Guardsmen. Need the Sentinels to save them. There is the stomp, and the Howling Banshees have to retreat. Hugely outnumbered there. Power node now getting shot up. Don't do a whole lot of damage, Sentinels with their default weapon. Got such awesome mobility and utility with that stomp. Triple gens up for both players. And a node in mid for Toilailee. Webway gate is up quite early by Tex. Has 2 of them. Sentinels now stomping towards mid. Are we going to see missile launchers? I don't think so, at least not quickly. Eldar a bit too mobile for those frag missiles to hit reliably, I think. Lord Trindle's still level 1. Warp Spider Exarch also level 1. Just going to run over this shield, I think. The Shuriken is there waiting. Dire Avengers getting stomped. Tech's just a bit too late to move them off. Needs to pull back these Dire Avengers, I think. Nope, he's going for a grenade. Fleeted in, but took too much damage and had to move off. 430, 355. Toilailee does not have a detector unit, so won't be able to see that webway gate, but now he'll know it's there because the Howling Banshees came out of nowhere and get stomped in the face. 422, 355. A 2-to-1 for Tex, but it's going to be a 2-to-1 for Toilailee. What's going on here? Warp Spider Exarch in melee combat with a fully upgraded Guardsman squad. They have a Commissar and a Sergeant leader, which helps them out a lot in close combat. They're still not very good though. 418, 355. And the cap is finished. He's sending the Sentinels up there to find this webway gate, and there it is. Dire Avengers come out. Going to get stomped though. Get back in to avoid the stomp. Did they avoid it? 418, 346. They must. There's another stomp though, and they got both squads. I think they're getting ready for a grenade spike. Can they take the webway gate down in time? 418, 339. Looks like it is going to go down. Here come the Dire Avengers. Chucking grenades onto the Guardsmen. Took out 4 models. Down goes webway gate. These Dire Avengers are now stranded up here. They do have Shuriken support though. They're going to force off these Sentinels, I think. Stormtrooper squad already on the field for Toilailee, getting their assault kit. They will get longer ranged overcharged hotshot las guns and a fragmentation grenade. So more DPS from the shorter reload time and more range makes them so dangerous. They are going to melt these Banshees from close range, from long range, sorry. Howling Banshees have their Exarch, gives the Executioner Spear, you see her at the front there. Sentinel stomp. And they run away. 418, 302. It's a double cap for Toilailee. Warp Spider Exarch has the enhanced warp generator now. Going into melee again with these guardsmen. Here comes the Sentinel to help out. 418, 286. And it's going to stomp him. Dark Creepers on the way for Tex. Talk about tools to use against Sentinels. Dark Creepers will rip them apart from long range. Especially if you can use crack shot from the global bar. Shuriken trying to take down the node, but it's slow going with a setup weapon. 8 model guardsman squad. They will now reinforce 3 at a time with the Commissar. Sentinel faked out a stomp. Dire Avengers retreat. They have their Exarch. And here come Howling Banshees. Going after the guardsmen. They'll rip them to pieces. There is the war shout. But the guardsmen do survive. 5 models. That was pretty lucky, I think. Can they take down the Sentinel though? They might be able to. Banshees are very, very quick. What's going on here? Shuriken got stomped and backs off. Dire Avengers in retreat path of this Sentinel. Well, not retreat path, the back off path. And it goes down. Down goes one Sentinel. And now the Dark Creepers hit the field. Long range plasma damage. They will really, really damage that heavy infantry armor. Sentinel like crazy. Still level 1 as well. Look at the damage from the Dark Creepers. That was one volley. And down goes the Sentinel. Good grief. 406, 259. And there is pinning fire from the Dark Creepers. Suppressing that Lord General. I think that recently got buffed actually. In the 2.1 final. We are on 2.1 final now. No more betas. There's Levitation Grenade. Levitates his own squad though mostly. 406, 259. Lord General forcing melee on them as they try and retreat out of it. And takes out 2 models. Ouch. How much is it to reinforce Dark Creepers? We'll see. Warp Spider Exarch now all alone. Or not. Here comes a whole bunch of stuff out of the Webway Gate. What an awesome surprise attack from the north. And a full retreat from Toilailee, I think. Howling Banshees, yes, going to catch that Lord General. And he runs the hell away. What does he have? Has a Commissar retinue member, gives him the refractor field. Can use that to try and defend himself against the Dark Creepers, I think, who are now back at base. Lehman Russ on the way for Toilailee. A quick tier 3. And how is Tex going to deal with this? Obvious answer would be Bright Lance and Howling Banshees. We'll see how he goes. Still not reinforcing the Dark Creepers. Howling Banshees catching guardsmen again. An Autarch drop. Could try and get tier 3 and get the fusion gun for her. But a Lehman Russ has now hit the field. 406, 259. It's a 1-to-1 cap. And Banshees run away. Autarch. Awesome little sub-commander for Eldar. Fantastic mobility on her feet, jumping over cover and stuff. And offers that passive area of effect buff as well.
Target structure has been dismantled.
Power being taken down by stormtroopers here to level 2.
We have an edge for now.
Lehman Russ scaring off Dire Avengers or not. It is fleet to decap the VP here. Eating shots though. Has Tex forgotten about them? No. Going to retreat to double guardsmen. Luckily for them, they're not going to do a whole lot in melee, so it doesn't even bother to force melee on them. There's a refractor field up for the Lord General. Dark Creepers taking tons of damage. There's too much stuff for them to try and outshoot, especially with the stormtroopers behind them. 406, 259, 1-to-1 cap. Catechins on the way for Toilailee. Is going to use these guys to try and deal with that Autarch and the Howling Banshees.
As the general request.
Stormtroopers capping. Our Avengers taking tank shots. They can't take a whole lot of those and back off. 406, 252. Catechins on the field for Toilailee. Very versatile infantry squad that can counter melee squads, pretty decent in melee themselves as well, can disrupt and support. Toilailee finishes this cap, but what is this? Howling Banshees capping Toilailee's natural. Here come the Catechans. Banshees are level 2, but they do back off as well. Tex's army very, very split up. There's a rocket run, good grief. 406249 wiping out both of the Dire Avenger squads. Yes, that was painful. Judged it perfectly going to tier 3. Got the Leman Russ out and a nuke. Howling Banshees and an Ortok now. Ortok jumps in, she disrupts with that jump, also buffs and heals with it if there are allies nearby. Such an awesome little ability for her. Double Guardsman and a Leman Russ. That's not easy to deal with. The Guardsman will be able to repair the crap out of that Leman Russ. Howling Banshees in retreat, only lost a single model, but that's alright. Ortok jumping over stuff. 406249. What is Tex gonna do? Maybe some Wraith Guard. Maybe a Wraith Lord with a Bright Lance on its shoulder. Bright Lance is up for the Guardian Weapon team. Just capping up his side again. Warp Spider Exarch teleporting ahead and trying to harass stuff, trying to keep Toilailee from coming back over to his side of the map. Look at this retinue he's got going. He's got the Sergeant up as well. Can give out medical packs. No doubt he's given one to the Catechans. Leman Russ is just sitting around up here. Dark Creeper's finishing the cap. Bright Lance is going to set up, and this thing does a hell of a lot of DPS to vehicles. That's one shot. 2 shots there. Got 3 shots on and lost almost 300 hit points. Ortok jumping in amongst Catechans. These guys do have power melee weapons. There's the medical pack heal on the Catechans. Banshees are outnumbered. There's the war shout and they use it to retreat safely. Lost 3 models though. Ortok doing well. Passively giving these Banshees some damage resistance. You can tell by that blue swirly icon or effect under their feet. I think it's 15% in Elite. And we do have some Wraith Guard from Tex. Short range artillery, which pound the crap out of anything that they hit. Also suppress infantry and get a nice speed buff with the Warlock lead there. 406187. Infiltrated Stormtroopers. There's the Wraith Guards. Wraith Cannons going off. Bright Lance runs away, trying to force melee on it, but it should get okay. Stormtroopers forcing melee on the Wraith Guard. There is their weakness. Wraith Guard are terrible in melee. Warp Spider Exarch has a Catechan improvised explosive right next to him. 402187. Howling Banshees catching the Lord General in retreat, but he doesn't lose a single model of his retinue. There's the speed buff and heal. I think it's a damage buff as well when she leaps like that. She has her Executioner Spear. Leman Russ still sitting pretty. 390187 is a 2-to-1 for Tex. Wraith Guard unable to hit those Guardsmen because they were moving, but this volley will hit. Toilailee not too bothered. Guardsmen are there to die. I thought he was just going to try and decap there. Leman Russ taking shots on the Bright Lance, which is very low on health. Guardsmen forcing melee on the Wraith Guard and winning that fight, but they do need to retreat in the end. Bright Lance loses a model but sets up again. That was an old reliable grenade launcher disruption there. Catechans need to force melee on his Wraith Guard. Don't want them getting shots on that Leman Russ. The Bright Lance is going to wipe and down it goes. 360-187. Here come Howling Banshees. They've stopped. Dark Creepers now backing off. Tex losing that Bright Lance was huge. Toilailee does have Kasrkins now. No upgrades yet. They do start with 2 types of grenades though. Awesome foot speed and decent DPS. 343-187.
We have an edge for now.
Are they going to decap Tex's natural? They're strangely spread out here.
Sir, we're losing a
We
victory
have
point
repairs
out
going up for the Lehman Russ, which is now level 2. Another webway gate is up. Warp Spider Exarch decapping this natural again. He's been very annoying today. Anti-grav grenade and enhanced warp jump generator. Lord General did never got a weapon upgrade for himself or an armor upgrade. We have double Wraith Guard for Tex. Can he pull this off? A couple of volleys from both of them squads and that Lehman Russ is done for. Especially if he can get rear armor hits. Dark Creepers now pew-pewing at those guardsmen, but they're in some cover there, that crater cover. 297, 187. Cover doesn't help you though when you're being blasted by Wraith Guard. Only one squad is firing for some reason, but almost finished them off. 297, 183. A bunch of guardsmen died here. Another Weber get here, another one here. Vortok just wiped out a bunch of guardsmen. Oh, that was Kasrikins. Completely wiped out. And now she's capping top there. That was a big win for Tex. Grenade to stop the Lord General in his tracks. He's now using the refractor field. That was the anti-grav grenade. And he's taking big shots on that Wraith Guard, even with that shield up. 294, 196 sends in his retinue to try and tie them up in melee. Now joins them. And did he take out one of the Wraith Guard there? No, he didn't. Another Lehman Rush dropped from the global bar of Toilailee. Grief. 286, 169. So 2-1 for Tex though. He is out capping Toilailee at the moment, using his webway gates to spread himself throughout the map. What's going on here? Catachans have spotted one. They are a detector unit. 277, 169. Reapers running away. Looks like they have their Exarch now as well. Plasma gun guardsmen. Try and put some DPS on those Wraith Guard from range. Level 3. The other squad, no weapon upgrade, but they're also level 3. 266, 169. Warp Spider Exarch again harassing this VP with caps. Is he going to be able to decap it though with this fire coming in? I think he should be able to. Double Lehman Russ is this one with the Executioner Cannon. Basically a rapid firing plasma cannon. It is supremely nasty versus infantry. 266, 169. So the Wraith Guard will cap, and we have another Bright Lance on the field. Banshee's taken and grenade launcher hit. Warp Spider Exarch just about gets away, or does he? Yes, I think he will. Vortok Leap healing up these Banshees a bit, and they've got to level 4 here. 266, 169. Dark Reapers finishing this cap. 2-1 for Tex. Here come those double Wraith Guard. Can they get a solid couple of volleys on one of these tanks? Here comes the Executioner one. And it's doing a lot of damage to the Wraith Guard. Unleashing their Wraith Cannons though, almost finishing off that Lehman Russ. Here come Guardsmen to try and repair. Nope, they're ignoring it. Wraith Guard are forced off though. Hounding Banshees on capping duty. There's an explosive there. Whoa. That one shot killed about 5 Guardsmen, I think. Now in retreat again. 243, 169. If he had his Bright Lance up there, that would have been a very different engagement, I think. Still a 2-1. Kadachuns again trolling the Banshees, knocking them back and then fleeing. Here come Lehman Russ to help out. There's the war shout. Kadachuns in trouble. Stayed in that engagement way too long. Can he finish them off? Vortok trying to, but the Banshees got into the webway gate to avoid wiping from the Lehman Russes. And he finished them off 5 hit points across 3 models, and they all go down. That's the strange way that Katachuns are with their squad leaders all dying last. 213, 169. There's a double cap for Tex. Toilailee, I think, becoming frustrated with all of these webway gates. Might finish this cap. Should he set off this explosive? He teleports out in a way. Wraith Guard coming in with rear armor hits. One more volley and this thing's going to go down. Turns around. Needs to be repaired. There's the repairs. They do take a couple of seconds to wind up their shots. And he retreats them. Double plasma gun guardsman is that? It is. So what does Toilailee do now? He's going for some more Catechans. 155, 169. Dark Creepers capping. And look at the map for Tex now. Away gates all over. Still has 3 up. 1 here, and 1 in base to maneuver. Toilailee with just 3 points capped. VP, power, and a single wreck point. Crazy map control for Eldar. As you'd expect with the Warp Spider Exarch, I suppose.
We just need to find an edge.
Lord General has the sniper rifle. Can use fire on my target, but doesn't have stormtroopers anymore, or Kasrkin. Still useful though for his guardsmen. Are they level 4 yet? Nope, and nope. Double Lehman Russ is coming top. 115, 169. Tex has taken the VP lead. Grenade launcher knocking the crap out of these Dark Reapers. Here come a bunch of Eldar in support. Pinning fire did suppress those Catechans just in time. There's a medipack heal on the Catechans. Howling Banshees. I think that engagement is too big for them. Yeah, 2 tanks firing on them. Wasn't going to be nice. Dark Creepers are still here though. And he loses the squad. 93, 169. It's a double cap. This Warp Spider Exarch again trying to cap this point, and he doesn't care about improvised explosive. He's going to do it. 81, 169. Wraith Guard now. Can he finish off a tank? Couple more shots. Yes, down goes the Executioner tank. This one is still around. This one hasn't leveled though. 57, 169. There's a triple for Tex. Looks like it's all over for Toilailee. Finishes off that Guardsman squad. No, he doesn't. The Commissar survives and gets away. Now this tank taking hits from the Wraith Guard. There's the double. Both Wraith Guard squads losing their Warlock. Oh no, only one squad lost the Warlock, and it stunned the other squad. That was interesting. And takes down one of them, but did lose his tank. And there's the double cap. 22, 169. Tex has won it. So I thought he was in serious trouble when Toilailee got that early tank and then nuked his Dire Avengers. But Tex held on, didn't panic, kept at his map control, and that was the important thing. Didn't try to fight Toilailee head on too many times. Use his webway gates and takes the victory. Nicely played from both players. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.